Shalom, Yasharala. This is your girl, Yahira Yasharala, coming to you today with a quick, short lesson. Now, as you're looking at my screen, we have a so-called white man, an Edomite man, Edomite. If he's not an Edomite, please don't get up on here talking about Esau ain't the white man. I don't feel like that little debate or whatever, okay? Anyway, I'm going to say a so-called white man, okay? Now, what he's about to explain to you is what we have been explaining to you, but he's about to break it down in a different way. So let this so-called white man, who is also, he works for the U.S. United States Army, explain to you what is about to go down, and then I'm going to go ahead and break this down further. So let's go ahead and watch this short clip.
Hey, I wanted to put this out. I'm not putting it out on Facebook except through Messenger. Okay? It's getting ready to get pretty bad. The president was moved to Texas because there have been threats on his life. He cannot trust anybody in Washington at all, period, from Mike Pence on down. This was all planned. It was all orchestrated. This was a coup to get him out of office against the wishes of the American people.
Now, let's pause this right here. So this man is basically telling you that everything that is being done right now that you see going on in the news, on CNN and everywhere else, okay, the Capitol, with the president election, everything is pre-planned, okay? This is all a part of their plan, okay? So let's listen.
On the 21st of this month, the day after Joe Biden is inaugurated into the presidency, they have already signed the paperwork to have the military tear down the wall on the southern border of the United States. Every bit of it. What I understand, they're going to move to try to, sooner or later, confiscate your weapons. They're going to give you the opportunity to turn them in first.
Let's pause this. After the 20th, you best believe that these devils, this beast, has so many laws in place that they are about to push in place after this man is voted in. When we say it's about to hit the fan, it's about to hit the fan. Because when this beast take power, everything is already written in the scripture, baby. The prophecy is, this is the last one, the last piece that's going to get power over this kingdom into how Satan is cast into the lake of fire, into his pit 4,000 years. So you better believe that they ready to run down on us. Let's continue.
After that, they are going to come to your house and give you the opportunity to turn them in voluntarily.
Now, he's giving you the knowledge that he knows because he works for the military. So he giving you the inside drop. He blowing a whistle right now. Incline thine ears and listen.
And then what they're going to do is they're going to use the military to scan the area in people's neighborhoods, probably from the sky. Possibly, more than likely from the sky, drones and things of that nature.
Don't get it twisted. He ain't talking about them little old police drones. He talking about the MQ-9 Reapers, honey. Okay? Look at that. Look at y'all. Y'all see me checking out my, my IRS thing. Ow. Okay. MQ-9 Reaper. Let's go. This is the MQ-9 Reaper, okay? Right there. This is the MQ-9 Reaper. All right? Now, they have other ones that looks a little bit different. Okay? See, the ones that they have to drone the American people actually look like planes. They don't even look like that. They actually look similar to that, but they look like planes because they look like the American Airlines, but they're not. I mean, this devil is so crafty. These fallen angels have given these devils this technology. I mean, it's just ridiculous how crafty the enemy is. But let's continue.
That they can put out there, that they can ground penetrating radar, that they can try to find weapons cached somewhere, whatever weapons they're going to try to take. They'll probably start off with any kind of what they call assault rifles, and then it will move from there. Okay? They're going to want to try to get rid of everything that they can. Ammo is going to become very, very difficult to find. Okay? That's what they're going to try to crimp off first. I just went by a place to try to look into buying a weapon. They're still there, but they're limiting the boxes to one per person.
You better believe we're going to get something to, even though we have the holy angels, but it ain't never wrong with being prepared. Okay, Yasharala, y'all hear that, right? We got them holy angels, and our fight is not carnal, it is spiritual. But it is nothing wrong with being prepared. Prepare yourself now while you have your stimulus check. You never know. The Most High could have had a meeting with Satan and all that, and they agreed. The Most High could have agreed to give his people money through Hasatan, to give his people little to prepare to what is to come. Now that could have took place in the spiritual realm. I done heard it more than once.
Like when they left from Egypt and they were told to ask and borrow materials and gold and stuff from the people there so that they would leave with some wealth to go.
Exactly. So same thing. You got this little bit of money. That money should be spent on prepping your ark. That's what that, and you got your income tax coming, prepping your ark, family. Don't get caught in the flood. Let's continue.
So, with that being said, more than likely, there's an issue with that. And that's what they're going to try to do first. They're going to try to discredit all of the Trump supporters. They are going to try to discredit him in every way possible. Yesterday that went on in Washington was actors and were all orchestrated to get into the Capitol to show the Trump supporters is crazy people. Okay? Me personally, I don't feel like damaging the Capitol was the way to go, but I didn't have a problem with them rushing to the Capitol to show their strength, but stopping at the doors. But with that being said, things are going to get real bad in this country. The Chinese...
Pause. You have a military official telling you, Yasharala, that things are going to get bad. Please don't act like the Most High ain't pouring his spirit out on all flesh. Because what it's looking like to me that the Most High's pouring his spirit out on everybody to wake his people up, to let you know and to get your attention that it's about to go down. And if you ain't repented and turned away from your wickedness as a so-called African American, Afro-Hispanic, or a Native American, and you still out here doing what you want to do, when a flood come, don't say you ain't know.
These have already bought GE, that's General Electric. They've already bought the majority of the stock in GM. Jeep is holding out. Chrysler, Dodge has sold all but 51% of their stock. The Chinese are buying in our country, and they're infiltrating us from the inside out. They've used our entertainment industry. They have used our media, it's going to get bad, folks. Okay? They're going to take everything that you got. They're going to tell you what you can eat. They're going to tell you what kind of cars you can buy and how many of them you got to buy. Every 5 years is the way of China. So I'm just passing this on. You can believe I'm crazy or not. I never was a conspiracy theorist. I never believed all those things about Mike Pence until what happened yesterday and what has happened the last 8 weeks. I'm scared to death. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm prepared to a degree, but I'm scared to death. And you should be too, because if I'm scared, you should be scared. I'm seriously considering getting out of the military because I do not want to be used in a way that I don't agree with. Not only that, I'm not even sure if there'll be any kind of retirement anyway. So I'm just passing this on. God bless you all.
Now, you heard it for yourself, okay? Now, Esau, the Most High ain't create us, Israelites, Hebrews, with fear in us, okay? Fear don't live nowhere in our spirit because fear is a spirit, okay? So, you on your own with that one, Esau. But you didn't heard him for yourself. He said he is considering leaving the military. And let me tell you something. I told my husband this when we seen all the military officials coming in, flying into Philadelphia when we were leaving Missouri from doing a baptism out there. There's going to be a lot of military personnel that's going to leave the military because the government is going to want them to turn on their people, on the American people. And the American government officials that work for them, they ain't going to be having that because they're not going to believe that we should be terrorizing our own, that they should be terrorizing our people. Okay? They ain't going for that. So just like him, it's going to become a situation where it's going to be, is it your morals or is it this job going to matter? And a lot of people in different nations is going to leave the army, the military, because of their morals. So I want to go ahead and get into some scriptures to wake y'all up a little bit more because it seemed like y'all sleeping. Too many people out here taking their stimulus checks, buying televisions, putting down payments on cars, jewelry, just stupid stuff that don't matter. Okay? You need to be preparing. You need to be having your canned goods stocked, your water filtration system, your matches, your candles. Women need their feminine products. These are the things y'all need to be worrying about. Tents, RVs. This is stuff. Y'all even got other nations telling y'all it's about to go down, but y'all still sleeping. Y'all not hearing the prophets though. So let's go to a scripture. 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1. This I know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, true breakers, false accusers, incontinents, fierce despisers of those that are good. Listen to that. Fierce despisers of those that are good. Traitors. Okay, and me and my husband, we experienced a lot of those. Heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures, more than lovers of Yahweh, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. You hear that? Do you hear that? And we got a lot of this going on in Yasharala. We got covetous people that are boosters, proud, without natural affection, false accusers, lovers of themselves. A lot of this is going on in Yasharala. And a lot of it is going on within the remnant. And hey, I've even seen some elect that suffer from their flesh when it comes to this. So we're going to need to wake up. And we're going to really need to start examining ourselves and to make sure that we adding up in these perilous times right now. Because if you ain't adding up, well, how you going to get protected? What's going to be your protection? How the spirit going to deal with you if you ain't adding up? You're not even going to know how to move if you ain't got the spirits. Okay? So that's crazy. I'm busy right now. That's my son, y'all. Let's go to the next scripture. Okay? Pull us down just a little bit. Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. These are the things that are going to come. Famine is the next seal that will be released right after these riots, the civil war break out. Shortly, the famine is right behind it. You best believe that. Okay? But y'all don't hear me, though. Ezekiel 7, verse 3. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. And mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am the Lord, thus saith the Lord Yahweh. And evil and only evil, behold, is come, and end is come, and an end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. Now, do you hear what the prophet Ezekiel said? That the Most High told him. That the Most High is going to come and recompense. The end is coming. It is here. Okay? Now, this is when Ezekiel was living. He prophesied this. But we are in the end times now. This was the prophecy that he had received from the Most High. Ezekiel 5, verse 15. So it shall be a reproach and a taunt and instruction and astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgments in thee in anger and in fury, in furious rebukes. I, the Lord, have spoken it. So the Most High is going to come. Let me tell you something. When the Most High take the elect up out of here, everything after that is going to be judgment on the land from the Most High. Because he is angry. He's sick and tired of you stiff-necked, hard-headed Hebrews rebuking the real prophets, leaning on your own understanding, want to do and follow what you want to do and follow what you want to follow. The Most High send you a prophet to reprove you. You rebuke it. You find, so you got to see, you run, see what's going on is the spirit of error is consuming so many of you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called African Americans. Your flesh is weak. Your spirit is weak. And what happens is your flesh take over your spirit. So anytime you got a real prophet coming to you, telling you, showing you of your transgressions, trying to correct you, how do you think the kings got corrected and got reproached? Through the prophets. Because the prophets are the ones who hear from the Most High. The prophets are the ones who get the word from the Most High. The prophets are the ones who are used to reproach the people. But y'all don't want to hear that though. This is why the Most High is coming to destroy this place with anger and fury and rebukes. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, I will increase the famine upon you, and I will break your staff off bread. So the Most High said, I'm going to send arrows of famine to you because you rebuked my counsel. You rebuked my prophets. You rebuked my word. You were hard-headed. You were stiff-necked. You did what you wanted to do. You ate what you wanted to eat. You lived the life that you wanted to live. You didn't donate your life to the Most High and carried out his will that he had for your life. No, you wanted to be in Satan's kingdom. You wanted to be rich. Have your own vain and glories, vain imaginations, covetous your brothers and sisters, high thoughts, liars, deceivers. It's crazy, man. So I will send upon you famine and evil beast, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord, have spoken it. So you heard that. The Most High said he's going to send famine, evil beast, pestilence, blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword. What is the sword? The sword is death. Because you are stiff-necked people. Because you're hard-headed. You don't want to listen. You want to do what you want to do. The Most High didn't came to you multiple times, but you continuously rebuke him. So this is your portion. Death, destruction, famine, the sword, destruction. This is your portion, saith the Lord. Let's go to the next scripture. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the later times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. So this scripture right here is talking about in the end times. A lot of our Hebrew brothers and sisters, they're going to come into this, but they're going to stray right off the path. They're going to come onto that narrow path. They're going to wake up. They're going to know they Hebrew Israelite, but they're going to be strayed right off that narrow path, probably by a false prophet or false elder, or probably by these fallen angels or these wicked spirits. This is what's going on in Yasharala right now. People are waking up to the truth, but then they going right off the narrow path. Because they wasn't never chosen in the first place. They were called, but they were not chosen. Understand that. Understand that. Luke chapter 21, verse 35. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. So the Most High is saying that when this pestilence and this wrath comes, it's going to come like a snare on a whole entire earth. Watch ye, therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. So the Most High is saying to all you righteous servants and prophets and prophetess, okay? Prophets of old, resurrected, here, today, elect, remnant. Well, I'm not talking to the remnant. I'm talking to the elect right here. The Most High said to watch and pray and make sure that you are worthy to escape these things that the Most High is going to bring here on earth to purge this place out from wickedness, abominations, sin, and transgressions. Make sure that you are worthy to catch that flight on up out of here. Because the things that are to come, as this so-called white man has just explained, and he probably don't even have a clue, an idea what is about to come. But the prophets do. They know exactly what is coming. And destruction is coming against those who have rebuked the Most High's prophets, who have rebuked the council. People who watch my videos all the time and watch my husband videos or watch other prophets' videos constantly. The Most High is calling you to wake up. If you do not wake up and take that narrow path of righteousness, all these things that I have prophesied to you in these scriptures, you will soon fall up under these prophecies. Shalom.